StarCraft fans? This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between PengWin and Avilo on Frost, the latter edition. In the bottom right side of the map, we have the red Zerg player. It is Avilo, representing Doge with a Russian hat of some kind. Maybe it's a toque. Is that Canadian or Russian? And in the bottom left side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player. It is PengWin. Alright, so PengWin of Storm Gaming, a really great guy. Avilo, also fairly famous, maybe known more for his raging than being a good guy, but still very entertaining as well. Usually plays Terran and tries meching. I'm not sure why he is Zerg in this replay. Perhaps he is trying to get up to GM with all three races as... Who did that? Did Pig do that? Did Pig get GM with all three a couple of weeks ago? I'm trying to remember who that was. I was impressed. I think I retweeted it on my Twitter account at twitter.com/FalconPaladin. If you want esports information, if you want little glimpses into the life that is Falcon Paladins, you can follow me on Twitter. I will appreciate it. I might even, follow you back possibly, but no guarantees on that one. Anyway, ZVZ. ZVZs, I try only to cast good ZVZs. I get ones that people tell me are good, and I cast them, and I don't think I've cast a disappointing one yet. I mean, yes, there was that one game a couple weeks ago that was just straight Ling Baneling for like ever and ever, but it was non-stop action, and I usually try to do ones that involve, a lot of different types of units. We have Roaches, Ravagers, Lurkers, Hydras, Mutalisks, Corruptors, Broodlords, all sorts of things that can come into this particular matchup, and it doesn't happen all the time. A lot of this stuff is over. A lot of the times these matches are done in the first 2 minutes, but still, in this case, I have to imagine we're going to see some interesting stuff out of these players. Avilo is one of the most creative players, I think, in StarCraft 2, and PengWin ZVZs tend to be pretty exciting as well. Really, again, just a good use of all that is available. Vipers, I think, are criminally underused in ZVZ, so we'll see if some players can use this one. Hatches popping at exactly the same time for these guys. Wow. Or spawning pools, sorry. Hatches also popping at virtually the same time. Avilo's is a little bit later, but I'm sure that's fine. Double Queens coming in. Speed immediately on the way for PengWin. Immediately, and Avilo not really worrying about it. There it is. There's a spawning pool. No sign of speed being researched. So I think maybe he's going Roach, or he does have gas. Oh, he's got 3 workers on the gas. Yeah, okay. So there's the Roach Warren, early Roach Warren, not making any lings at all in this early game. PengWin, on the other hand, going for that Baneling. And drone was that a drone trying to scout for Avilo? Oh, I guess he drone scouted. Yeah, okay. He sent his drone up to the top right side and then tried to come to the bottom left, but it died before it could really see much of what was going on. Did scout the Baneling nest, though. Pretty sure that happened. Yeah, good scout there. Good scout by Avilo. All right, so what else have we got here? Third base on the way for player guest. Wow, is he blind? Does he know? He sees the evolution chamber at the front. Does he see? Yeah, these Lings come in and scout the rest of it with the Spinecrawler and the Queens. Avilo's trying to block against Ling harassment, which is something I try to do. I don't really like the Ling Baneling stuff. I try to block with evolution chamber, Spinecrawlers, Queens, exactly what Avilo is doing here. And then just kind of, am I stuck on him? I was stuck on his view. And then try to make sure that Banelings can't get through. If Banelings are crashing on your Queens, that's a win. If they crash on Evolution Chambers, that is a win as well. So the question is, does PengWin want to punish this? It looks like he doesn't. Looks like he doesn't even want to really try to test this front door by Avilo. Instead, he is macroing up. He's getting a lair. He's getting extra Evolution Chambers as well here. Yeah, both players. 9 drones on the way for PengWin right now. We're going to see these worker counts skyrocket over the next couple of minutes there. Already 31 for Avilo. And turning into a hefty and healthy 34 for PengWin. Creep spread here, continuing for PengWin. Looks like Avilo doesn't much care for it. He has 1 creep tumor at his front, but that is about it. Working on +1 ground carapace is Avilo. And like I said, that lair is on the way for PengWin. No sign of that from Avilo, so he's 2-basing it so far without a lair. This might just be a timing issue for Avilo. I feel like by 4.5, 5 minutes, you either need a lair or a third base. PengWin is obviously going for both. But Avilo might have some tricks up his sleeve. He is now getting lair. Alright, so 4.5 minutes, he's getting his lair. I shouldn't be so picky. Shouldn't be so picky about this stuff. Overlord for Avilo. Did you already scout this, or did you coming back in? You coming back in? Coming back in for round 2 of scouting. Might be able to scout that Spire with the Sloverlord, which I love so much. Thanks again to whoever suggested Sloverlord. It's great. Sloverlord trying to get in here and scout that Spire. Can he see it? He's getting close. He's getting low on HP as well, though. And the scout. The baller scout out of Avilo. Gonna lose the Sloverlord, but Spire checked out. PengWin. Avilo knows there are Mutas coming. Lings here at the front door for PengWin. Can he get through? Roaches, Spine Crawlers, Queens. Creep Tumor picked off there. And Lings, I don't know. That's rough, especially with the Spine Crawler just stabbing on away. Trying to see if there's a third base, because PengWin does have map control. Killing the drone that was trying to sneak in there and throw down the third. Avilo's in trouble. Avilo is in trouble, you guys. Hydralisk Den on the way for the Avilo. It's going to be 2 base versus 3 base here very shortly. I mean, it already is. PengWin's not actually harvesting anything from his third base, so it's not as dire a situation as it could possibly be, but still. You don't want to be down a base, especially in a mirror matchup like this. Glial Reconstitution on the way. PengWin is allowing that Spire to finish, and there it is. He did not cancel it in the face of Avilo's scouting. I guess that's what the Hydralisk Den is all about. Lurker Den now coming in for Avilo as well. So, all right. 8 Mutas with +1 Flyer coming in for PengWin. A Roach Warren morphing as well. And PengWin is happy just to have map control. He has Overlords in places that Avilo might want to expand. Nope. Not going to happen there. The Lings can't break through. It's not going to happen. Roach is moving out. They do have that +1 Carapace, which makes it harder for Lings to kill them. The Lings have no upgrades themselves. So Roaches with +1 Carapace better than Roaches with no +1 against Lings, that's for sure. Spore Crawler at the front for Avilo. He's making 3 of them at a time. Mutas are here. Spore Crawler's trying to come down a little bit late, I think. One Spore Crawler not even canceled by Avilo, right on the edge of the creep. Drone gets picked off. Muta control, very good here from PengWin. Another Spore cancel at Avilo. Cancel. Why are you not canceling your Spore Crawlers? Sloverlord gets taken down by these Mutas as well. Single Spore doing extra damage versus Flying Biological. 30 damage versus the 15 they do to regular stuff in the sky. That was because back in Heart of the Swarm, pretty much every ZVZ was Muta on Muta, and Blizzard was like, no. Nope. There just wasn't really a good way to take them down. And then Spore Crawlers got to the point where Spore Crawlers were the answer to Mutas for the most part, and people were happier about the differences that they saw in ZVZ. So it's been kept to this point. Avilo is getting Overlord speed. He's just stuck on these 2 bases. He's stuck on these 2 bases. And I don't know what he can do. How can he come back here? He's got Hydras on the way, but it's 4 Hydralisks versus 14 Mutas. Just not going to really work out that well. Third base is here, trying to throw down that Spore Crawler. There's a handful of I think PengWin made a mistake there. I think he could have gotten in. 2 Spores though, maybe not. Not with 2 Spores there at the third base, and the Hydra support and Queen support as well. +1 missile attack has finished for Avilo, getting that +2/+2. Baneling speed on the way for player guest PengWin, and a 4th base on the way. So, unfortunately, PengWin is not able to stop that third base of Avilo's. That hurts. Lurker burrowing in for defense here at the third base. Lurkers anywhere else? How many are there? Just the one. There's 2. Where's your other one? Avilo, where is it? Oh, here it is. It's kind of actually halfway between the third base and the natural. Not sure why you defend that particular location, but Spore Crawlers, creep spread continuing, and PengWin just been content again to have map control. Not killing that third, a problem for sure, but still has map control, still has a base up on his opponent. It's 54 to 43 Harvesters. PengWin is up on that one as well. Infestation Pit coming in from Avilo, and here we go. PengWin going for it. Lings, Roaches, Banelings, Mutas. Lurkers on the ground, though, doing a lot of damage, both to Lings, just because Lings have low hit point totals, and to Roaches because extra damage versus Armored. So I think Lurkers are a beautiful choice here. And look, they are supported by Spore Crawlers. You notice he's burrowing them next to Spores, so the Mutas can't pick them off. This might actually work out for Avilo. I like this defensive positioning. And here we go. Lings trying to sneak on in. Nope. Banelings crashing on top of Queens. And on top of Roaches, not exactly where you want them. The Roaches trying to make this thing happen, trying to focus down the Lurkers immediately, but there are too many, I think. And yes, Avilo's going to hold this thing. Hydras in the back allowed to do whatever they want. Roaches coming from the left side a little bit too late here, getting murdered by Lurkers everywhere. This Lurker does finally get taken down, but Lurker is destroying a lot there. What was that? 28 Roaches have been killed for PengWin, and I think that was all in that one battle. 28 Roach. Avilo traded 2 Queens, 4 Lurkers, and 3 Roaches. That's it. That's all he traded for that. That is absolutely wonderfully defended there by Avilo. Does he have Infestors yet? He does not have any Infestors yet, so he can't quite Fungal Hydra these Mutas to death. which is not as easy as it used to be. In Heart of the Swarm, when fungal growth lasted longer and hit harder, you could basically chain fungal mutas with Hydra sniping them from a distance and take them out instantly. Or, you know, within the next 5 seconds, which is virtually instantly. But now that fungal growth does not last as long, it's just not as an effective strategy, which is probably okay. I mean, mutas can't completely get wiped out. Free Hydra. Nope, Hydra retreats. Lurker here again. Is that a baby Leote? Yeah, want to select the critter. There it is. Oh, it's a Leote, just a regular one. Are there baby ones? I don't know. Hive on the way for Avilo. So 3 base versus 4 base. 71 to 64 harvesters. PengWin has a nice lead. Has a nice lead on his opponent. Still flying around with the mutas, trying to see there aren't any sneaky bases that Avilo has taken without PengWin being able to notice. And yeah, so far so good. There's a couple slower lords. Nope, fast lords out here by Avilo. And they are basically trying to hide in plain sight from these mutas. There's nowhere they can go, right? They can't hide in trees or chasms or anything or behind stuff. But they can just hang out and hope the mutas don't find them. And so far that's worked out. Another spore crawler or creep tumor killed. Just trying to keep that creep spread down as well. Seems to be a priority of PengWin's here. Spore crawler on the high ground taken down. Again, small group of hydras. Not a great number, but they do have that +2/+2. They hit harder. 14 damage. Weapon speed 0.54. They just hit like tanks. They just don't have the hit points to support it. Viper on the way for Avilo. Hey, I'm so smart. I called Vipers. Maybe he's going for Parasitic Bomb to be used against those mutas. We've seen that to great effect as well in some ZVZs on the channel. At least in the last year or two. It's been a while, though. It's been a while. I think it was PengWin as well. Another ZVZ where Vipers were used to great effect. Nydus Network from Avilo. 4th base attempted, canceled, and drone murdered. Just to the upper left of that natural base. And here comes a big group of Ling Roach trying to sneak into this 3rd. But there are 6 Lurkers nearby. I don't think that's going to work out for you, PengWin. He does abandon. Looks like he abandons his designs. At least sends a handful of the units back home. Is rallying here at the southern Zelnaga watchtower here on this map. That is a lot of banelings coming in. 20 banelings coming in. And here's the sound you're all afraid of. Ready, set, go. That gives me shivers, and I'm a Zerg player. Creep spread from PengWin has essentially reached Avilo's front door now, which is probably pretty good for the PengWin. Nydus Network. There's an Overlord here. Poop and Creep up in the top right. Gets taken down by the mutas. Supply blocks Avilo at 149 out of 146. And here we go. Nydus Network here inside the main base. I am not sure. I am not convinced that PengWin sees that. Oh, he does see it. He's coming home. He's coming home with his army. And yeah, he's trying to surround the Nydus worm. And it does pop and get focused down. A couple roaches make it out, but nope. Not going to happen. They're trying to take down this spire, but banelings and lings and... I mean, you heard it. You heard it pretty bad. 377 out of 850 hit points. Spire, or Greater Spire morphing in, almost dead there. But some roaches again trying to attack the 3rd. Lurker count just too stinking high. Was there another Nydus worm that just got taken down? No? Yeah, there was. I don't know where it is, but I think PengWin dealt with it instantly. Vipers. Viper count is 4. I like that a lot. Out of Avilo, 13 Hydras coming in. 5 Corruptors on the way for PengWin. So going that Broodlord. Broodlords against Lurker. Pretty good, except for the fact that Lurkers tear through Broodlings pretty quickly, making them less effective. But at the same time, another Nydus worm coming up. PengWin recognizes exactly what it is and when it is coming. And I mean, if this basically what this did, the Nydus worm strategy is allowed Avilo to take his 4th base. There it is. 4th base coming in. He needed that so badly. So badly. His opponent's already on 5 bases right now. Just now taking his 4th, 70 to 63 total harvesters. I think the lower worker count might actually benefit Avilo at this point, though. Might very well do so. Avilo has some spore crawlers at the front, has some lurkers at the front. He needs to spread that creep out to cover the spore crawlers because they're getting killed by being off creep right now. Go poop some creeps. Overlords, go! Go right here. You here. There it is. Hey, look at this. I can play StarCraft while I'm casting it. Goes up, poops creep. Excellent. Excellent choices. Avilo, you're such a good player. You're such a good player. Kindness plating on the way from our friend PengWin. Getting +1 melee attack as well, I assume, for the Ultras and for the Broodlings that will be coming in shortly. Very, very shortly. Where are we at here? Viper count looking pretty healthy as well. Wow, more of them coming in. How many is that? 6? 6 Vipers for Avilo. I assume Blinding Cloud. I assume Parasitic Bomb. Both of these things pretty good. Pretty good in ZVZ. Broodlords coming in from the north. Wow, there's an attack of Roaches and Banelings at the third base. Lurker's just crushing everything from that low ground, though. Roaches, get out. Oh, my gosh. Broodlings setting up at the fourth base, however, completely undefended except for a couple Lurkers. Okay, a lot of Lurkers, but still, Broodlings doing great against these workers. The multi-pronged harassment from our friend PengWin have been very good. Very good so far. Retreat, Broodlords, and they do pull back. I'm not sure what can kill them, though. The Hydras can't exactly reach them without getting murdered. Viper's Parasitic Bomb doesn't hit them very hard either. They have a lot of hit points. They're slow, and they attack slowly. That's kind of their weaknesses, but from a distance, they're hard to take down. Corruptor is kind of your answer here if you're Avilo. But no, more Hydras on the way. +2/+2 for the Ultra upgrades for PengWin, and getting Burrow as well as Flyer Attack level 2. Which does, again, help the initial strike from the Broodlord. So here it is. The strike right here, that's what does most of the damage for Broodlords. The Broodlings, when they hit the ground, are good, but they don't do a whole lot of work. So the 22 damage hit right there, that's what does it. The Broodlings themselves, 5 damage. I mean, 0.5 weapon speed is pretty fast, but, I mean, they don't do enough. I don't think they really make it worth it. Vipers, using Abduct on the Broodlords, taking shots from Spore Crawlers. A lot of Broodlords going to die here, and Abduct once again. Roach is trying to do stuff at the third base, but the Lurkers on the low ground continuing to mess them up. 10 and 12 kills on those Lurkers respectively. And Avilo, did he clear out that Broodlord count? He did. He did. No Broodlords left. 5 of them have been killed for PengWin so far. PengWin has a 6th base coming up, though, up along this top left side, and I think he's going to make it. Oh, no tech switch. Just kidding. Broodlord it is. I was going to say tech switch to Ultras, but that's a terrible decision with all these Lurkers on the ground from Avilo with +3/+3. Whoa, 39 damage versus armor. That hits hard. That hits so stupid hard. Another Nydus Worm attempt, again discovered by PengWin. Avilo's trying to make this thing work, but it's just not. It's just not. Poor Nydus Worm dies an acid saliva death. Is that what that? No, a glaive worm death. That's what that was. Mutalisk death. Creep is kind of meeting right here for these guys. Red creep tumors on the bottom right side. PengWin has blue creep tumors on the left side here. Another attempt at a Nydus Worm getting scouted out. PengWin has vision everywhere, it seems like. Every stinking where. Spire on the way from Avilo. I think he knows he needs Corruptors if he's going to do this thing against Broodlords. Broodlord count is bigger than it was. He's up to 7. 7 Broodlords, 17 Mutas. Basically a Sky Zerg play here with Viper support. A few Lings on the ground, a few Roaches on the ground as well, but most of it's going to be, most of the supply for PengWin is going to be in the sky. 73 to 38 Harvesters. Those Roaches killed more drones than I thought. 20 drones killed by PengWin thus far in the game. Creep spread trying to pop up here, but Mutas and Broodlords taking out those creep tumors. Avilo losing them bad. Losing them bad. Broodlings coming on in, getting a surround on Lurkers. But look how fast the Broodlings die with Lurkers. Man. Man alive. Coming in, taking out a Spore Crawler. Do the Broodlords. Again, the Abduct play pretty good. 1, 2. Oh, the Broodlords get yanked in. Oh, Hydra's murdering them super duper well. Excellent defense there by Avilo. Wow, but remaxing on Ultras is what we are getting here out of PengWin. Again, I'm not sure if that's a great idea. Lurkers do pretty darn well against those Ultras. Chitinous plating or no chitinous plating here. Parasitic Bomb being tossed down on the Mutas. Can PengWin split them out? He does. He splits out the affected Mutas so that the rest of them do not take too much damage. Smart play. Smart play indeed. Another Nydus attempt here from Avilo, and another base at the top left for PengWin. That's his 7th. That's his 7th base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, man, he feels very comfortable about this. And why not? Avilo hasn't really managed to do anything aggressive here. And yeah, once again, another Nydus Worm dies. What is that? That's 6 Nydus Worms that have been killed so far. PengWin is on top of this stuff. Does he know that Avilo likes to do this? Does he enjoy it? Does he enjoy going Nydus Network and CVZ? Another Nydus. Is that his 2nd Nydus Network? It is. It is. He's going to try to do 2 Nydus at a time and see if PengWin can handle that. That sounds actually really fun. Really fun and interesting. All right, Lurkers trying to position themselves in defense from the north. Or maybe just trying to sneak up and do some harassment of their own. They just narrowly missed catching these roaches sneaking around for PengWin down this right side to do some damage. Possibly at the third here or the fourth. Nydus worm and another one here. Nope, this one doesn't get scouted. Changelings getting taken down. Is there another Nydus worm? That one does manage to actually unload something. No, not really. No, another one does manage to pop. Avilo gets one. He gets one. Unload, go. No. Okay, that one was fake. Another one here. What is happening? Avilo. Avilo, you are awesome right now. High ground, Nydus network inside the main base. Another one erupts atop of the third on the high ground, and this one in the main. Is he actually going to unload anything here? Another Nydus in the top left. Mass Nydus play here from Avilo. Lurker on the high ground, locking down this third base. And some roaches coming out of the Nydus worm. PengWin is actually... What is going on? Another Nydus at this fourth base on the bottom side. I don't know that Avilo is actually sending many units out of these. But, yep, some Lurkers do burrow here. They want to take down that attempt at a Lurker den. Can they get it? Yes! Whoa! Great play there by Avilo. Amazing pickup. Taking down that Lurker den that was just about to change into a Lurker den. Or did I say Hydra den into a Lurker den, and then pops back inside the Nydus and gets out of there before the Ultras show up. Brilliant play. Brilliant play thus far. Another Nydus worm does end up dying, and another one as well. Lurker ends up falling at the same time. Another Nydus worm here in the main base. Greater Spire is researching +3 flyer attack. Lurker here at the 6th base has 15 kills. Make it 16. Assassin. Assassin Lurker. You have to retreat farther than that to avoid not getting hit. There it is. Another Nydus worm here at the 6th base. I just... Abducting the Lurker. Another Nydus worm getting killed by drones of all things. Another Nydus worm here in the main base. But nope. PengWin's ready for this one. Ready for this one. As soon as it pops, it dies. That is such a great death animation here. Some roaches running around. Avilo is keeping PengWin on his back foot is what he's doing. He's hoping he makes a mistake. Trying to sneak a 5th base. Up at the top right here is Avilo. If he can get that, he might actually be in a pretty good position. Another Nydus worm here. Another parasitic bomb being tossed down on all of these mutas. The Vipers trying to retreat. Can they actually get some kills on these things? Pretty good splits, but Muta's fallen very low on HP. Some of those guys. Was that bait? Was that all that was? Another Nydus worm dies. I'm seeing that a lot here. 19 Nydus worms have been killed thus far. Muta's low on HP, but that tissue regeneration ability means they are back up soon enough. Soon enough at maximum hit points. 6th base again. Another Nydus worm. Main base again. Another Nydus worm. I guess this is what you could do with 2 Nydus networks, huh? I guess this is it. Trying to pop here at the 6th. Lot of Ultras here, though. Lot of Ultras. Lurker trying to get out of there from Avilo, but no. Actually, no. Gets out of the range of that Overseer. Kind of working. Main base one does not end up falling. Lurkers from Avilo killing that Roach hit squad that's been running around for PengWin thus far. 185 to 169 total supply. Avilo taking a 6th base. Just to the south of his 5th. Up here in the top right, it is 55 to 27 harvesters. Avilo is down so hard in worker count right now. So hard in worker count. Another base coming in for PengWin. What is happening? What is happening in this game? I did not expect this game to be this epic when I started casting it. I'm going to be honest with you, but it was. It absolutely was. Another attempt at a Nydus network here. The drones trying to kill this Nydus worm. They actually do pretty well. Look at that. Did take it out. Another Nydus worm here at the 6th base. Again, it's a happy place for Avilo to attack so far. Makes a Nydus worm at his own 5th so he can defend it. 6th base here is under assault by Ultras and Lynx. Canceled. 4th to get that one canceled. Army coming up. A lot of Hydras. A lot of Lurkers. Trying to trap PengWin a little bit here. Hydras, baits, Lurkers getting their shots off. Ultras learn their lesson. Do not turn around to engage. Trying to possibly get up and take down this hatchery. Do they know there's a base there? They don't. Oh, they do now. They know there's a base there. What the heck was that? What voice pack was that one? Blinding Cloud on top of these ultras. That doesn't actually stop them, though, it turns out. Was that Blinding Cloud from... I think that was probably from PengWin here. But ultras sandwiching the Hydras. Lurkers burrowing, trying to do what they can. I don't know if it's going to be enough here. There are Overseers in the air. The Lurkers are dying. Fully upgraded ultras are nothing to laugh about. All the Hydras getting murdered as well. That was a massive victory for PengWin. 194 to 84 total supply right now. The Blue Zerg player PengWin is in the lead and on the rampage. 10 kills on that ultra. 1 on that one. 5 here. 6 here. 3 there. Vipers have any kills? Yeah, that one has 4. One of them at least has 4. He's going to kill this 5th base, and that's it. Avilo leaves the game. PengWin is defeated after 25 minutes. And our Blue Zerg player from Storm Gaming gets the victory. Woo! Absolutely amazing. Amazing play here out of Avilo and PengWin. I felt like Avilo, he was in trouble. He was stuck in 2 bases for a while. Did manage to finally take his 3rd, but it was too late. I thought for sure he was going to lose in the first 15 minutes. PengWin had map control, he had economy control, and then Avilo went Nydus Worm, used Abduct to kill all those Broodlords that PengWin had gone for, killed 12 of them in the game. 12 Broodlords lost is nothing to sneeze about. Nothing to sneeze about. Resources lost here, about 24,000 for PengWin, and about, why is that so hard? 27? 27, oh yeah, wait, actually look at that. So 16, 24, 25, yeah, 25,000 for Avilo. So pretty close, actually pretty darn close, but I think it just came down to that one last battle. The Lurker Hydra army was up here in the top right trying to defend these newly created hatcheries, but the Ultra's too good, even against Lurkers. Lurkers with full upgrades, Ultra's pretty good if they outnumber them to that effect. And PengWin got the win. So that's it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself. Patrons! Nicholas Cheek, Sean Govin, Nick Riley, Josh Cornelius, Jin, Jeff Duvall, KN, Matt Meermans, Hagon Marcus, Back Bertie, Alex Coffey, Ben Raboyne, 19 Day, Keith Garlow, Alexandros Canaris, Complex, Ian Westbrook, Michael McIntosh, Sam Estegoy, Bo Brissett, Cale Anderson, Trevor Smith, Menhadin, GMP, Sip Kopata, Konma, Michael Wellen, Plaid, Henry Cooper, Clayton Knight, Jan Kodera, Kevin Shing, Rajiv Bhatt, The Cosmic Phoenix, Peter Hawes, Andre Breet, Mither. Thank you, Leak at the top right. Bye.